Welcome to Strength Side. Today we're going to talk about 2 exercises that you can do to fix your rounded shoulders. So a lot of the time we find that we are in this position when we are at the computer, watching TV, on our phones. We tend to adopt this shoulders forward position. And we need to do some exercises that are going to oppose that position and strengthen the back of the shoulder as well as the middle of the shoulder blades, those shoulder blade retractors, right? So doing some simple exercises are going to help you find some muscle connection with these muscles, so then you can kind of hold that better posture throughout the day. Now, talking about posture, we do have to consider if you don't think about fixing this position at all and you just do these exercises, it's probably not going to help you, right? You have to consider and be conscious of your posture throughout the day. Okay, so if you combine these exercises with also thinking about not getting into that shoulder rounded position, then you're going to have a lot of success. Your posture is going to look better. You're probably going to attract the opposite sex more. All right, let's get to these exercises. This first exercise is called a bent over rear delt fly. So this exercise is very, very simple, and you can do it with just your body weight. So I'm going to get here, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to hinge forward at the waist, okay? I'm going to come this way so you guys can see me a little bit better. So I'm hinged forward here at the waist, and I'm going to get my torso to somewhere around parallel, right? If it's hard for you to get all the way down to parallel, that's okay if we're a little bit more upright. But we want to shoot for this, kind of torso to the ground here, okay? And now from here, all we're going to do is we're going to raise our arms out to the side, all right? So we're here, boom, torso's down, raise our arms out to the side, okay? So what I'm shooting for is to keep my elbow pretty straight here, right? If you can lock it out, that's great. That means that this posterior shoulder that we want to be working is doing a lot of the work here, okay? So essentially, all we're doing is bringing our arm out to the side. It's almost like we're trying to fly here, right? Good call. Good call. Okay, you don't have to make those sound effects, but what you do have to do is bring those arms out to the side by using the back of that shoulder, okay? And that's going to help to really strengthen that posterior shoulder where we need more strength, because during the day we're always here, and this is getting all of that tightness, right? We're here. Now what we're doing is we're reversing that, and we're saying, hey, let's feed some of that strength to the back of the shoulder. So you can hold here, or we can do reps. Okay, bent over rear delt flies. Now, very, very easy to increase the intensity here. Grab some dumbbells or some plates, whatever you want to hold here. Do the same exact thing. All right, next exercise. For this next exercise, you're going to need a band. Any type of band will do. And what we're going to do is some band pull apart. So all you're going to do is hold this out in front of you. We're going to lock the elbows out. We're going to get some good tension on the band. And then from here, we're going to pull this band apart, keeping those elbows locked. Okay? Boom. So does this look simple? Because it is very, very simple, right? And when you're doing this, you'll feel the back of your shoulder and in between your shoulder blades start getting fatigued, start getting tired, and working, okay? So here we go. We're here. Check the back of my shoulders. We're pulling apart, right? Boom, boom. Now, to do some variations here, change the stimulus a little bit. We can go underhand, right? So we're here, boom, and now same exact motion, we're just pulling apart in a little bit more external rotation now, okay? So when we open up the hands, we crank the shoulders into external rotation, and now we're pulling it apart in external rotation now. Okay? So, some things to pay attention to is that if I just grab this band and I'm like this might not be enough tension for me to actually get any stimulation, right? So, at any point in time, we can just grab closer together, and this is going to make things harder, okay? That might be a little close for me, right? This is really going to make me work. So you can challenge yourself, okay? Start with something that's manageable, and then work up to something that, you know, is going to challenge you a little bit, okay? Other thing to consider is that we're actually pulling straight apart, okay? So I don't want you to be pulling up towards the neck. That's going to, kind of force you to elevate those shoulders. I don't want you pulling down here towards the belly, right? We want to just pull straight apart so where that band hits you right in the top of the chest, okay? That's going to just be that direct pullback for the arm. It's going to hit that back of the shoulder and those scapular retractors. So those are 2 exercises to put into your program if you have those rounded shoulders and you're trying to get back into neutral. Now both these exercises are in the Shoulder Fix program, which is going to help you relieve shoulder pain and just get better mobility and function of your shoulders so we can move them in all different directions and we can not be rounded here at the desk all day long. So check that out if you guys haven't. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to Strength Side if you haven't, and like always, I'll see you in the next video.